Welcome, friends, to a word of hope for Tuesday of the 5th week in Ordinary Time. I'm Father Andrew Carl Wisdom, Vicar for Mission Advancement. You know, friends, our first reading today is a continuation of the story yesterday in the book of Genesis. Enchanting, poetic descriptions of God's creation, of light and dark, of the sky and the sea and the earth, of every kind of fruit tree and living plant, of every kind of living animal, eventually culminating in God's creation of human beings, male and female, in His own image. And then what does God say at the end? What do we hear the author of Genesis tell us? God saw that it was all good. It begs the question, do we? Do we stop long and hard enough to count our blessings of all that is good in our lives, of all those who are good to us in our lives? Or do we fall into the cultural or media obsession with all that is wrong, all that's going bad, and all those we should blame? This is important, especially in today's world where there's so much anger and vitriol, and we can be so easily swept into a cynicism that paralyzes us as Christians rather than allows us to go forward in hope in the midst of whatever is happening. So what helps us to see and appreciate the good each day, to be grateful for all that has gone well? Well, let's take a page from God's book, literally from the book of Genesis. What's the final thing we hear after all that creating? God takes the seventh day off. Why? To rest, to enjoy the beauty and goodness that He's created, to savor it, to soak it up. Is that responsible? God, to take a whole day for that when there's so much still to be done? Good Lord in heaven. Well, if God can do it, why can't we? And not just a day, but every day, by living the spirit of the Sabbath rest. You know, that's really what unceasing prayer means. It is to rest my heart in the heart of the living God, and out of that rest, to deal with whatever else is going on, silently savoring and soaking in all the good that God has done and will do in the midst of whatever circumstances of my life. So don't be robbed this day, this week, of your Sabbath rest. God bless you.